off. Goal kick for Chamberlain to take, but we've picked up where we left off at in the cup final.
Shot.
It could be that. Oh my God, if it is that. Down HP. If that works, I need it. I don't know. We'll be back on in a second. Right, I'm so sorry everyone for that. Rosie Hughes has tripped on the halfway line. Could have been a card that, I thought. But yeah, we are hopefully back now. Ironically, and I can't give you any details for reasons that become obvious, the reason is one of the keys has gone dodgy on my laptop, and when I was typing typing the password in, it wasn't coming up. We've just cracked that. I'm not going to say what number, because then you'll almost know our password, won't you? So anyway, Wrexham over free kick and halfway now. It's 0-0. Oh, just unlucky. That little layoff is inaccurate. Throw-in will go Cardiff's way, just outside the area. Those of you who didn't hear earlier, we have Phoebe Davies with us, which is a double-edged sword, because we both wish you were on the pitch, but nonetheless, it's brilliant to have you with us. We've started really positively, haven't we? My fault.
We have, yeah. The girls have come out with lots of confidence, and rightly so. They are building into the game really nicely, some great play, and I just hope that they keep building on this now and believe in themselves and keep on going.
Well, we've got another free kick in the Cardiff half. They're sending all bar one player back into their penalty area. And, ooh.
That's a great ball.
Right, well, I've just been apologising for our problems, and we had another little problem there, but I reckon it might actually be fixed now. Wrexham drawing 0-0. Oh, we've gone over this so many times, haven't we? Still 0-0. Wrexham having certainly the better of it, so Cardiff had a couple of dangerous breaks Chamberlain, the keeper's just had to do really well to deal with the free kick into the penalty area. Now here's Cardiff. That's a good ball down the flank. Wrexham once offside. It's not given. Can Owen keep it in? Yes, she can, and she stands it in first time. Too strong at the far post, although it'll be kept alive by the corner flag by Laura Kernock, one of Cardiff's new signing, because she does well to cut inside and get in the box until she meets Liz Fuller. And Fuller knows what to do in those situations. Stops her superbly and clears long, looking for Hughes. She won't be able to get that. Oh, Hughes... This caught lace there. She arrived just after the ball had been released, and she gets a yellow card. It's one of those unlucky ones, I think, because follow through seemed to hit her more than hit the Cardiff player.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that one.
Yeah, seemed to. It's
didn't look much in it.
Right in front of us, and she did well to chase across. There's no hard feelings between the two anyway. I think it was certainly, I think Helen Smith thought that it was an accident, but Wrexham have repelled the free kick. Here's Lily Jones now, who started with authority, feeding it nicely to Cairns on the halfway line. Suckley's making the great run outside her. She rather hits Suckley. She does brilliantly to improvise and find Rosie Hughes, but the ball gets away from her a bit. And then when it's picked up by Cairns, surely she's tripped. Yep, free kick to Wrexham in a shooting position, possibly.
Yeah, Liv and Lil will be fighting over this one now. They'll both want this one for sure.
It's a fair distance out. What, a good 25 yards? Well, man, you say that. Where the referees put the phone down looks about 5 yards further out again to me. Not that I'm biased, but anyway.
Yeah, it looks like Lil's got this one.
Free player wall for Cardiff. And Lily Jones is at the end of a very meaningful looking run up. With her hands on her hips, waiting for the go-ahead from the ref. Here she goes then. Jones right-footed, dinks it over the wall and puts it just over the bar. I think Chamberlain had got it covered anyway, but she's not the tallest keeper, and so those little dinks under the bar could work.
Yeah.
It was... So anyway, we've now had the thumbs up. We are definitely firing on all cylinders now. So in case you didn't hear previously, I'm Mark Griffiths. With me, I've got Phoebe Davies, legend of the defence, but sadly not able to play today. He'll be back soon, hopefully, though.
Yeah, I'm not too far away. I suffered an injury to my knee in the off-season. I had my surgery a couple of months ago, sorry. So I'm back in training now, back running, and I hope to be part of the team in the coming weeks.
Here now, Rosie Hughes too, trying to get forwards, and she overran it and lunged in a bit. She's been booked harshly. That looked a bit more like a dicey challenge, but luckily she didn't make contact. Bowen did have a word. Anyway, it's a free kick now anyway for Wrexham in the Wrexham half. Wrexham giving a debut in goal today to Liz Craven. So of course Del Morgan often is busy with Liverpool women where she's a goalkeeper coach, so having an experienced player to vie with her for that goalkeeping spot is a good idea.
Yeah, Liz has joined us in the summer. I've only seen her in training, but she seems a very capable goalkeeper, very confident, and I think she'll be a great attribute to the team.
Here's Cairns now, who's made a bright start to the game, and she does well to retain the ball. Cara Jones cuts inside, nicely weighted pass. Lily Jones lets it roll, and Rosie Hughes lays it off. Ball back into the box, is helped on nicely, but it'll be a defender who gets there first. And Shannon Evans launches it out of play. Throw which Erin Lovett wants to take quickly, lever the edge of the area. Ava Suckley is offering down the flank. It's brought inside instead, and Lily Jones just beaten to it by Benyon, who knocks it long. Oh, Fuller misreads the bounce, but luckily, that's behind her. Yeah, it was okay because we had support behind her. The ball's helped on, and that looked like a foul on the edge of the area to Wrexham. Not given. Lily Jones is complaining. It looked like a barge in the back to me, I've got to say.
Yeah, I thought that was a barge in the back then, but the ref clearly didn't see it, so...
Remember, you can get in touch using the hashtag AskWrexham, ASKWXM, if you've got any questions to throw at us or comments. As Cardiff are now looking to build down the right, but again, Wrexham snapping away. Erin Lovett putting a great deal of pressure on Carnock and legging her over in the end. But yeah, we're not giving them time to bring the ball down and turn and get at us, are we?
No, the defence are right behind their attackers, not giving them a minute. A foul in their half. We don't mind that. We'll take that every day.
And Cardiff take a quick free kick, but they overrun it, and the ball's fed forwards towards Ava Suckley. The ball gets a bit stuck in her feet, but love it. That's a good switch to find Fuller. Jones is stretching the pitch and receives it on the halfway line, right-hand side. Again, Cairns in a little pocket inside. She's finding that space in those parts of the pitch really well. And she switches it out, looking for Lovett. Sharp now in the centre circle. Cardiff again, forced back in their own half, and Wrexham passing constructively. Ball's turned around the corner to Lovett, who again goes driving forwards. In the end, runs into a challenge by Owen, who breaks forwards well. Only one player ahead of her, though. She crosses the halfway line, lifts it, and that's clear offside.
It's just offside then.
Yeah. Good line, that, I thought.
Yeah, it held their line really well. And they've been caught by a couple in the first half, but yeah, they read that really well. Great line.
So, Wrexham to restart once more against the Cardiff team, which dominated Welsh football last season, won everything. But Wrexham having the better of things at the moment as Fuller, good first touch on the halfway line, drives it in neatly towards Lily Jones. That's really well read and dealt with by Smith, but well, when it's tackled by Cairns to win it back, a foul is given. Not sure whether there's been an injury in the warm-up, because Holly Smith is on the bench according to the team sheet, but she's out there playing in the back three for Cardiff.
Yeah.
Long early diagonal is not a bad idea at all, and it's in the end it found Collie. Flag went up, but Collie, well, we know that she and Keogh are very dangerous up front, aren't they? And she's always sharpening around the box. It's a good run by her, just went too soon.
Yeah, just a warning sign for Wrexham there. We've had a couple.
He's Sharp now, coming out from the back, playing in the centre of defence. She's got Cara Jones, and you could see she was lining up for a while. Good ball to Jones, who pops it back, and Fuller knocks it over the top. Lily Jones driving forwards, and that's really well read by Smith. Just about kept in, but maybe it shouldn't have been, because Lily Jones is allowed to win it back. Finds Rosie Hughes back to goal. She turns well, spreads it, unlucky, just beyond the reach of Suckley. And it goes out wide for Owen to clear. Knocked forwards, and again, Wrexham we just get into those second balls and those long balls forwards. We're really smothering them.
Yeah, I think when we're overloading down these wide spaces, we're really troubling Cardiff City. We just need that ball to land in the box to feet, tidy up a little bit, and we can make something happen here. Lily Jones did incredibly well there to regain possession of the ball. It
was classic up back through movements. It was really nice. Cara Jones's layoff. Fuller, who's played a number of smart passes down the right hand side for Lily Jones, who made a run from a deep area. Really good to see. Here is Smith, who, as I said, wasn't on the team sheet initially, at least not in the starting 11, but she's made a lot of important interventions at the back already for Cardiff. She feeds it across to the right hand side, and now is Shannon Evans, another new signing. Good tackle. Yeah, Rosie Hughes tracked her back, went to ground, put it out for a throw on the halfway line. The trouble is she's on a yellow, and it just makes me feel a little edgy, because Rosie's always wholehearted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she is. That was a great tackle. Yeah, she has had an early yellow card, but I don't think it'll bother her too much.
That's what I'm worried about. Just dive in again. You never know. Unlike, everyone talks about, for the men's team, James McLean being so wholehearted, and of course he is, but I mean, if you're getting as many yellows as he does and he never gets a second one, he must know, I'm going to turn it down here.
I do always say to the girls, take one and not two.
Yeah, exactly. Good advice as well, of course, when putting sugar in your tea.
Yeah.
Just a bit of healthy eating advice for you all. Here's Owen now, had a chance to cross. Sweeps it in, there's no one really there for Cardiff at the near post. Good bit of pressure is put on that Clark, another Wrexham's debutant, and she gets rid of it. No nonsense, and knocks her off a Cardiff player. So Erin Lovett takes a sensible throw. Quick one to Suckley, just rather away from her. Only Rosie Hughes was ahead of her, but if you could have found her, you know what Rosie Hughes can do on her own. As it is here again is Holly Smith with a bit of space driving into Wrexham's half. Cairns comes across to cover. Tries to pass between the lines, but Sharp intercepts well. And Hughes, great vision, sweeps it wide. Cara Jones should just about keep it in on the halfway line. Knocks it down the line. Now she'll use her pace against Price. Price has done well to stick with her, but Jones is protecting the ball well. She's in the corner flag with support. Rolls it back. Cairns can deliver. Plays to the edge of the area. And unluckily for her, she picks out only... Walkless. Wrexham have it again. Ball works across to the right hand side once more. Fuller He's been so good on the ball, fakes to cross and then cuts inside nicely. Works it to the halfway line. Wrexham can begin again down the left. Lovett has already looked adventurous, finds Suckley ahead of her. Gibbard is available in the middle of the pitch. Wrexham are enjoying possession, just trying to shift Cardiff around a bit. Lovett feeds it back once more. Sharp. Wrexham patient. Sharp helps her on. That's a nice pass, wasn't it? And helps on cleverly as well by Lily Jones, but didn't find a teammate. It's cleared. Not for long because Craven bangs in. Beg your pardon. It's I was going to say it's pre-season for me as well, but I just remembered it's not, is it? Oops. Clark, not yes. Craven. If Craven takes someone out on the halfway line, then we've really been pulled out of shape, haven't we? Craven, the keeper, of course. Yeah, Clark committed the foul. Yeah. Free kick.
Clark joined us in the summer. She's a strong defender, and I'm looking forward to see her play today. She's looked really good in training.
Now he is a moment of danger as Cardiff carry the ball forward to the edge of the area, and well, Wrexham win it back, and Rosie Hughes turns nicely as she's pulled back by Bowen. She's laid her off to Gibbard, who hasn't got much ahead of her at the moment. Ref played a good advantage there, and there's an ambitious attempt to switch play. But Suckley doesn't find a teammate. Hughes goes in hard and complains that Owen left her foot in. I think the ref maybe was right then to carry on.
Yeah, I think she did get the ball there. Rosie should have got a free kick a little bit earlier over here.
And Erin Lovett does get a free kick. Bit of an impetuous challenge on her. It's one of those tackles that, or fouls should I say, you get a bit annoyed with, because Lovett was stuck running towards her own corner flag with the player tight on her. And you just think, don't foul. But that is exactly what Walcliffe did. And as a result, Wrexham got the free kick.
Loads of space for Lily Jones here.
Yeah,
she'll love that.
She gives her away, ironically. Walcliffe gives it back. Gibbard sharp to come back and intercept the attempted pass to Billingham. And now here's Wrexham building down the left once more. Suckley decides to go back to Craven in the end. And Wrexham, again, just protecting the possession well.
Nice play, yeah.
You know, Suckley could have.
Third ball, yeah.
She could have turned and played it, hopefully, but Suckley's, valuing possession. And that's what Wrexham have been doing consistently, as Sharp goes long and Suckley is given offside as she battles for the ball against Evans. Oh, it's not the nicest of days. It's pretty persistent rain coming down here. I just realised I'm still in my short-sleeved shirt.
I know, I went to get another coat. You're brave.
I'm stupid. I'm the sort of person who'll sit here thinking, I wonder why I'm so cold. As Wrexham have got that solid defensive shape again. Cardiff trying to pass through. Gibbard just steps out to try and put some pressure on Kehoe, and the result is an overhit pass. Did they take a nick off? Yeah, there's corner. Gibbard got close to it and was unlucky to concede the set piece. So Wrexham will need to tighten things up now. Everybody goes back for Wrexham. Cardiff players arriving late, just looking to evade detection. Bowen wanders up. Good target in the air. She's lurking on the edge of the box, taking short down the line. And fed back by Billingham. Cross comes in towards the edge of the area. Bowen is the target, nods it on, headed away by Hughes. It's picked up in midfield by Walcliffe, who works back to the halfway line. Cardiff look to start again. Owen, Lovett was very quickly out, but it's helped on cleverly by Price, and then fed in round the back of the defence towards Billingham. Sharp is there. That's good defending by Sharp. Runs it behind for the goal kick.
That's really good defending.
You know, she's done so well for the club over the years as well, hasn't she, as well? And, we brought in quality at centre-back last summer with Karen Allen and Louisa Doran, but she remains really valuable, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, Sharpie is my roommate, so I probably am very biased, but she works. I know how hard she works off the field to perform on the field, and she's just a great character around the camp. She's very funny. She has us all in stitches on away days. And she comes on and does a very efficient job for the team. She scored some.
Well, the wind's pace is causing an issue down the right. She cuts inside Lovett well. Can she pull it back? No, because Lovett makes an excellent tackle. Wrexham fans love that, didn't they?
Yes.
The switch was a good idea by Suckley. Jones had come inside rather. She was gone for the throw, but Hughes is busting a gut now to cut off this throw-in, which in the end is sent back to Chamberlain. He'll have to hurry, and she can only stab it back and out of play.
Really good by Hughes.
That was tremendous. She was tearing towards us, wasn't she? Brilliant stuff.
I was just saying about Sharpie. She, scored some really vital goals for us last season, and as well cleared some goals off the line as well. So although she wasn't in the starting 11 every week, she was a really valuable member of the team on and off the pitch.
That winning goal in the cup against Llandudno, with Mia commentating with me, it was great fun. We were going insane. Mia was always, every time we get a set piece, she's always saying, "Oh, watch out for Katie, watch out for Katie."
Yeah, definitely. I think she had one against TNS as well.
Yes, yeah. That's well won again, this time on the flank by Suckley, but Cardiff managed to come out with the ball. Walcott pops it backwards, and Cardiff slow it down at the back, and you can kind of understand that, because they are struggling to get around us, except when they deploy Owen's pace on the right hand side. They are looking to stretch their pitch. On the left hand side, holding a very wide position, is Kernock, and eventually they work it across to her. She hits the goal line. Fuller is just pushing her into a cul-de-sac.
That's great defending.
Oh, it's top class, that, wasn't it?
Unbelievable.
Cara Jones clears, looking for Rosie Hughes, and she finds her as well. She's on her own, and it's great defending by Bowen to make a tackle as Hughes looked to cut inside it. Brilliant defender by Fuller, though. Just let her run into a cul-de-sac and nicked her off her.
Yeah, it was one good piece of defending to the other then, to be fair to both teams.
Yeah, Bowen's a class act as well, and she read Hughes well. As Cardiff now again in midfield, but Wrexham have dropped off into a medium block, and through Cairns, putting good pressure on the ball, and Cardiff have to go back into their own half. It's a threaded ball by Smith for Billingham, who looks up and tries again to work it wide for Owen, but it's straight down the throat of Suckley. And she lays that ball off for Lovett. And Suckley working on the left-hand side really hard at the back and going forwards. This ball goes back to Craven. Good contact on a clearance. Walcott makes a bit of a hash of bringing it down. So Rosie Hughes has it. Cairns helps it on. Lily Jones in the centre circle. Helps it quickly out to Cara Jones. And now there's movement from midfield. Great pass. Cairns now 25 yards out. Draws Bowen out from the back as she lays it off. Referee plays a good advantage. Gibbard driving forwards. That's a nice pass between the lines. Lily Jones hits it. It's blocked. Back to her 25 yards out. She looks to play a cute little first time left foot pass in for Gibbard and doesn't quite find it. But Lovett is scrapping in midfield, and Suckley picks up the loose ball, just too strong. But Hughes chases that and wins the throw 30 yards out. Again, good intensity, isn't it?
Great intensity, some great play from Wrexham then.
Throw taken quickly. And here now is Gibbard. Cardiff holding a line on the edge of their area. They're consistently getting driven back by this bright performance by Wrexham. Fuller pops it first time, looking for Lily Jones, and the pass invites her to turn and run onto it as well. It just evaded her and is fed backwards to Chamberlain, who nearly hit it straight against Jones. It's a throw in again to Wrexham. Just hurrying the defenders for some mistakes. I like it.
Yeah, the goalkeeper's not enjoying having that ball back to her at the moment.
She isn't, is she? So throw, which Fuller will take. About 25 yards out, right hand side. Throws to the corner of the box. Lily Jones is there. Back to Fuller, first time dink into the area, looking for Cara Jones. It's headed away, but good scrapping by Cairns to win it back. Cara Jones lays it off on Fuller, great strength to hold off Kernock. And Wrexham have it again on the halfway line. This is so encouraging. Here's Cairns now in midfield. Again, she's found a bit of space for herself, lays it off to the halfway line. Clark sets herself, she's looking at that diagonal, decides not to play it and comes forward another 10 yards. Dinks it to the edge of the box, just beyond the target, but Wrexham again picking up the second ball, penning Cardiff in. Ambitious ball by Gibbard round the back, and Fuller can't quite get there. But I'm loving this. They're not getting close enough to us in midfield, and we're just winning the second balls and popping it back in there. We're asking all sorts of questions.
Yeah, some lovely football. The girls have got so much confidence.
Yeah, exactly. This is I said about that Welsh Cup final, this just feels like a continuation, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they've been full of confidence in pre-season, some excellent performances.
Here now, Cardiff approaching the halfway line. I guess we've just got to watch out for that horrible feeling of if you start this well and then concede, because they've got good quality up front. But we have started off superbly here. Long ball down the right-hand side by Cardiff, intercepted again by Lovett. And once more, Wrexham will go back to Craven and start once more. on Ask Wrexham. Tori says the passing from the women's team is something else today. Yeah, it's really good, sharp passing from the back. That's something I thought. Sharp passing wasn't meant to be a pun. That's something that Katie Sharp brings as well, I think. She does look for the forward pass, doesn't she? And she's good at it. She's good at sort of splitting the lines and getting the ball into midfield accurately.
Yeah, she really is. We do joke that she's Pirlo in defence sometimes. She doesn't like it. But.
Well, she threaded that pass nicely, exactly what we talked about to Hughes. And now Wrexham have been able to shift the point of the attack. Cairns rolls it in nicely. Cara Jones back heels the follower who pops it back to her. This is lovely stuff. Cara Jones runs to the edge of the area, goes round the outside. That's good defending, though. She looked to just get round the outside and be able to dink that ball in. And to be fair to Cardiff, this is why they're champions, because we're asking questions, but players like Price on that occasion and on other occasions Bowen and Smith have been able to step in and just extinguish it when it looks like we're going to get through.
Yeah, experienced defending there from Cardiff City, but again some great play from Wrexham. And
again we're forcing Cardiff to defend well, which tells you everything you need to know about how this game's going.
I think they've done more defending so far today.
Oh, massively. That breakdown the right Owen's pace worries me a little, but beyond that they've not really caused as many issues. Lovett does well to intercept as they looked again to go on right. Sharp this time knocks it long, and even that finds a teammate. Cairns brings down nicely. Lily Jones, good ball out to Cara Jones on the right. Fuller's gone beyond. She plays it back to Clark, who sees her and plays a smashing ball down the right-hand side. The bounce isn't kind for Fuller, but she's got beyond one player, and again Bowen defends well. Coming across and making a key challenge. Poor clearance once more. Again, Wrexham first to lose ball. Good ball by Lily Jones. Hughes, edge of the D. Turns. Can't see the shot. Tries to play the return pass. Just too much on it. It's good, this, isn't it? I'm enjoying it. Really, really impressive stuff. Cardiff having to really dig deep here.
Yeah, I thought Rosie was just going to let it flow past her body then, but she took a touch inside. I think when she watches that back and realised she could have opened up, I think she would have been one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
As here we are with Smith now. Price has made a run down the line, but Cardiff are going to keep recirculating it in their own half. Walkless in the end. On the halfway line, stands it up. That's not the worst idea, but Keogh can't get on the end of it. Beg your pardon, Collie, isn't it? All our season I got Collie and Keogh mixed up. Honestly, some things never change. But the two of them have both shown their quality last season, and yeah, Collie's been very quiet because they just haven't been able to give her proper service. The only time she got a sight of goal, she was offside. That's a good ball again by Sharp, and it has to be put out of play for a throw-in by Evans. About 30 yards out, left-hand side, taken quickly to Lovett. And she feeds an ambitious ball, looking for Gibbard. That's a nice idea. Gibbard, from a tight angle, feeds it across the face of goal. And Cara Jones just beaten to it in front of an open goal. Really alert play by Gibbard, who realised after Suckley did a lovely ball down the line that the defender wasn't going to get there. And Cara Jones just beaten to it under the bar.
Yeah, I was out my seat there and I thought we had it.
That's a corner. And the ball is swept in. Edge of the 6-yard box. Header ricochets away from goal. Fuller, I think, got her feet a bit tangled up there. Good challenge by Gibbard coming in, or Lily Jones rather, coming inside after taking the corner. But eventually Cardiff are able to break away, and this is dangerous now. As down the left-hand side comes Keogh. Great tackle. Superb work by Ava Suckley. And now Wrexham will try to break. A layoff just under hit by Jones, but the ref again had played a good advantage, because Fuller was caught late in the centre circle. It's end to end. Well, no, it's not actually. It was end to end then, but apart from that, Wrexham looking on top. Exciting game.
Yeah, Ava Suckley dealt with that really, really well. Great defending from someone who is naturally an attacker.
As he's now the free kick, Craven playing it short. It's rolled forward to Lily Jones now, 30 yards out, works it wide. Cara Jones again, feeds it inside. Cairns, unlucky. She saw the run by Lily Jones, didn't quite find her. And now Cardiff can clear. Chance for Billingham to turn, but Cairns does really well. Dispossesses her. Now Wrexham building from the back again. You can hear the crowd getting more and more into this game, realising that we are really going at the champions. Here's Rosie Hughes, unlucky, trying to be cute and turn. Couldn't beat the immediate opponent though, Evans. Good foot in again, this time in midfield by Cairns again. Cara Jones lays her off, follow again, good ball down the flank. Lily Jones, was she tripped off the ball? I think it was accidental, but by the same token, she made contact, and I think Lily Jones at a point, she's storming back now to win the ball back, and she helps Cara Jones to do so. She gets caught by Kehoe, free kick in midfield. Jones still complaining about not getting that free kick. I can't believe it's nearly half time. This game's flying by. Wrexham playing so well. Is that 2 minutes added time? Is it? I didn't catch it. Fuller takes the free kick. We're into that added time. Jason Dean says he's come over the Atlantic to watch a game at the Rock in January. He's really looking forward to it. Well, tell you what, if we're playing like this, we'd have won the league by then. Now, good switch down the left, unlucky. Gibbard looking for Lovett. Can't quite get there. Owen will have to be alert to run it out of play, and it hits the flag as well. So now Lovett's got it penned in, and Owen's done well to turn inside and lay it off. Bowen with relief knocks it down the line. Billingham's done well to keep possession, actually, and lays her off, but it's given away. Cairns again is the player who wins the ball. Works it to the edge of the box. Lily Jones beats a player, hits it. That's too straight, unlucky. Lovely little touch to beat the marker there, wasn't it?
Yeah, she let that flow across her body. Took the defender out the game. I thought she might have slid it to Cara Jones, which took it on herself, and it was unlucky.
Long ball forwards by Cardiff, giving us the ball once more. Sharp brings it down. Here's Craven now, driving through the middle. Suckley's gone on the run, and she's seen it. Unlucky, just under hits it, and it's driven away. But she's already shown she's got good vision, Craven. She comes in a bit late on the halfway line there. She's be careful. That's a second challenge from behind. And she's mistimed on the halfway line. Ref's going to give her a talking to. Where was the talking to for Rosie? That's what I want to know.
I know. I'd have been booked about 3 times if that was me.
I didn't want to say, but I am sort of partly responsible for putting down the idea that you like getting yellow cards, and I apologise. You haven't kicked me yet, though, and I see that as a win.
No, we're good.
Price at a diagonal, easily read by Suckley. That is half time, and I've got to say that is an excellent performance by Wrexham. Really, really at it from the very start. Cardiff are the champions, but they were certainly second best in that half. Cara Jones, the closest to scoring, in front of an open goal, just beaten to it by Price. Otherwise, Wrexham would have been ahead. But that was a proper first half performance, building, as we said all along, on that Welsh Cup final performance. Wrexham on top, 0-0 at half time, and I can't wait for the second half now, to be honest, because that was absolutely terrific. Now remember, you can send through your comments and questions or anything that you want. We had problems, and they were bizarre problems. Just to explain, we arrived at the ground to find there was no Wi-Fi, and then, as I said, there was a problem which turned out to be the key, one of my keys not working when I was typing the password, which is ridiculous, isn't it? Another slight problem is that we thought it was working, and it was actually not working, but my big mouth meant that you could still hear me on the internal microphone because I'm far too loud. And that was why, so for a bit we carried on thinking, this is fine, and then realised, but we've made it. Goodness me. Well, before we look at some of the questions here, we'll give you guys a bit of time if you want to come up with any questions for Phoebe or otherwise. Like I say, Sherry saying we're playing really, really well against the champions. Now, Diane in Maine. Oh, this is a classic one. It was hugely entertaining. The American fans sinking, or international fans, I should say, syncing our commentary with the streams. And so we were in that situation again because S4C. So Diana said, can I call out a time mark for those of you who need to sync our audio? Well, this sounds as good a time as ever. So 1, 2, 3. Does that? Oh, no, it's a time you need, isn't it? Oh, my watch is useless. By my watch, it's nearly 6. Is that going to work? Is that going to help you out? Tell me if there's anything else that you would like. Anyway, High Desert Dragon's got a question to throw at you, Phoebe, to start you off.
Yeah.
And he says, what were the most valuable aspects of the US tour for the team's current season? What did we get out of that?
We spent so much time together and we had such a laugh. I think our togetherness now is so much better than last season. We all turn up to training now, we're giving each other hugs, we're like, oh, we haven't seen you for so long, because we just spent so much time together and really got to understand each other. You know, it's really invaluable for our bond, so I would say togetherness most definitely. We had a great time.
Well, I mean, exactly. I don't think people realise.
I can't hear you, Mom. I can't hear you.
Oh, right. I've done something stupid here. Can you hear me now? A bit. Is it it's the music possibly? It's these Declan Swans. They get everywhere, don't they? Is that any better? No. We're just having a bit of a problem with the headphones here. I don't want to deafen you. That's the problem. You don't want to miss a few games. Yeah, it is that, isn't it? I'll try and shout then. People don't realise the important social aspect of going on tour. And that team building, really, in a lot of ways, is more important than what happens on the pitch. Because the only thing that happens that matters in a natural friendly is that it's helping you get ready for the first game of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to be together. You've got to understand each other. Off the pitch stuff has such a massive effect on what you do on the pitch, and if you understand each other you might know what your mate's going to do next, so it gives you that step ahead. And it also, you know, you want to run for your mate, you want to help your mate out, so yeah, togetherness most definitely, yeah.
And I think you see that when you look at, say, a player like Liv Fuller, who clearly has got a lot of quality on the ball, but obviously when she came in last season in January, she's also recuperating from an injury that's got a limited training time, and you can see that her instincts were correct from the very start last season, but now looking at this now you can really see how with time to train and learn what movements players make and what Steve Dale wants players to do, she's popping these first time passes off without looking, because she's able to assimilate what players are likely to do in front of her.
Yeah, Liv has been probably my player of the match for this first half of the game. Her first time passing, her creativity, switching the play, you know, some very cute tackles. She really has made a difference to us as a team. Yeah, she struggled with a bit of an injury coming back last season, but I think this will be a big season for her. And yeah, let's hope we keep her fit, because she is going to be a huge player for us this season. But just looking at all the girls here today, I don't know if you can remember this game last season, but I just think the girls have got so much more confidence about them. They're standing tall on that pitch, getting a tackle in, you know, having a foul where they have to, but such a big difference to this time last season, and I love to see it.
Well, yeah, exactly. And as well, thinking back to that game, I mean, we had a good game plan. One stage got a goal. You could see maybe a little bit of confidence suffering, and then the fact that you guys are semi-pro and have got fitness coaching as well going on hadn't maybe kicked in much then. So we looked tired at the end against Cardiff, whereas by the end of the season we were running teams off their legs. You know, we look so fit and stronger now, I think, to keep going deep into games.
Yeah, I would agree, and the girls look so much fitter already here today. They've had a long pre-season, but a very thorough pre-season. Sorry, it's like a disco out here.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It is so distracting up here because we've got a loudspeaker straight over our heads. It's really blasting stuff at us. Oh man, I was telling Phoebe before the game that the worst one for like this is, well, there's a couple. Bristol Rovers is a rugby ground, and they have the speakers right above the press box, straight above, right down, pointing down, as if they just want to blitz the press. And the Bristol Rovers media guys always used to ask everyone to complain because they were so angry about it all. And then Crew, show me age now, in the old days at Crew, they had one loudspeaker for the entire ground. They had a big pole in the corner of the ground with this huge loudspeaker on top, and they blasted out at 1 million decibels. and it was at the away end. Oh, it was painful. It was really painful. And at the end, and you will definitely not remember this, but ancient folk might. There used to be a guy in the 80s who was like popular for playing like soppy piano music, like sort of soft classical music, called Richard Clayderman. And they used to, I don't know why, but Crew used to play that after every game. And it was weird, it's like you'd be like miles away and you can still hear this soppy, soft classical piano music. It was bizarre. I don't know. It seems louder now here. Am I imagining that? Possibly. It's louder.
So.
Yeah. Oh man, I think I should show you questions and then
That
you
would
could
be
see.
better.
It would work better, wouldn't it? But can I also say, you're doing a hell of a job considering how mind-blowing it all is. It's very, very loud. Right, let's see if we've got... Jim's giving me a bit of advice on sound checks. Yeah, no worries. I get that. Right, there we are. Jamie Troll, interesting. She feels that Cardiff are roughing us up a bit. Lots of body checks. At least one leading with the elbow tackle from Cardiff. Wrexham keeping the discipline well, given all the roughing up. I mean, there have been a few late arrivals, but I think we look physically a bit stronger. We're knocking them off the ball quite well, aren't we? Notwithstanding that, you know?
Yeah, the girls don't seem to be affected by it. They're taking it on the chin, so long may it continue.
Yeah.
We're quite used to that, you know, that happened a lot last season. And it's about maturing into the league and experience. There'll be times where we need to be a bit rough and, you know, try and put opponents off. So that is part and parcel of the game, and I think we've just matured to deal with that.
I got to say as well, last season I reckon Karen Allen was the most fouled footballer of all time. That's just because he's brave bringing the ball out. I'm not saying that people are targeting her, but blinking heck. I mean, she took her right. Every game she'd have the physio on and off.
Yeah, I think every foul was the same. Every time she stepped into midfield, their midfield would clatter her down. So thankfully she never got too hurt off the back of them. She's got a small knock at the moment, but we're hoping she'll be back pretty sharpish. Yeah. I was disappointed when I arrived at the ground and saw her standing watching the warm-up. I thought, oh dear, something's... You know, she's not on the pitch. That's always a shame, but no, she's been a fine signing, and she's got a lot of guts, because it takes a lot to put her out of a game, doesn't it? She really battles. Yeah, I don't think she'll be too long. She's a tough cookie. I was just like you, was disappointed to see her on the side when I walked in today, but I don't think it's too serious, and I hope she'll be back.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to ask you as well, and by the way, anyone else with questions you want to fire in? There are some earlier on I'll have a look at in a second, but I can't concentrate with all this noise either.
It's like a nightclub in here.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. I wanted to ask you about what difference it made going semi-pro for players last summer as well. I mean, in a practical term, do you get to train more or longer, or is it just the fact that it's, I don't know, just makes life a touch easier? What benefits do you get from it?
The main benefits, we train a lot more. We train 3 nights a week, 1 session's in the gym, 2 on the pitch. There's analysis, there's strength and conditioning. We've got a lot more coaches available to us to make us the best we can possibly be. And then game on a Sunday. If we're playing down south, we go down the night before. We do meditation, we do rehab. You know, there's a lot more preparation for a game now, and I think you'll start to see that in our performances this season. We look so much sharper already. It's really making a big difference. I've personally enjoyed it a lot. It's a lot with a full-time job, but I love it. It's what I've always done, and the girls are a great bunch of girls. We have a laugh every day. Well, I do anyway. I have a great time.
But you can see that spirit, when they're warming up together, and when you guys, make tackles and everyone's jumping in to congratulate you, and it just looks like there's a great spirit amongst you all, which will take you a hell of a long way. I look at some of the teams in this division, and they're bringing in 10 players and getting rid of 10 players, whereas we've got a nice unit that know each other, haven't we?
Yeah, the core of us that signed a semi-professional contract last season 10 of us were from the season before, and looking at this season, the core of us are the same team from last season, just with some additions that will add a bit extra to us. So we're very much together, we understand each other. I imagine it's difficult for teams that are having high turnover of players. It's hard, and they will come good. Will they come good this season? I don't know. They might need a season or two, but we'll see.
Well, we've seen in recent years before the takeover of the men's team, just the high turnover of players every summer means you're starting from scratch, and yeah, it's stability that works, isn't it, really?
Yeah. I mean, myself, when I come back into this team, I've got a lot of work to do to understand everything that we've been doing in pre-season. I've missed out on 2-3 months, which is a lot of time of preparation. So I'm probably going to have to sit down with the coaches, pen and paper, old school, and learn things off the field before I go on the field.
Yeah, I do love that. One of the big things to me is that we look a very well-prepared, well-coached team, in terms of patterns of play and our shape. And I find that very gratifying. You can watch some teams and you feel like it looks like more the old-fashioned get out there, enjoy yourself approach, whereas we look very, very prepared and organised.
Yeah, and the girls look very organised today. I think they've understood what they need to do. And, no one's going wild out of shape. They're all staying in shape, popping out when they need to and popping back in. I think Cardiff City's biggest threats have come from a long ball, mainly, which I imagine the coaching staff would have gone into a great deal at half-time to see how they can prevent that for the second half.
Well, it will be fascinating now. The teams are back on the pitch, but it will be really interesting to see exactly how Cardiff, who are the champions after all, and our resilience, respond to that, because they were certainly second best. As that looks like it's Ian Derbyshire, I think, the Cardiff manager, sprinting across the pitch. I don't like their tracksuits, I'm just saying. Anyway, I better give that time mark, hadn't I, for those of you who are listening in. As Rosie Hughes is about to kick off. If you can hear me, give the time mark. Oh, ow. Oh, that hurt, that did. Someone squealed then and I'm deaf.
Will from me just having a great time over there.
Who is that? Unbelievable. These amateurs here. Right, we're about to kick off. Rosie Hughes stands over the ball and just waiting for S4C to give us permission to finish an advert for Pobble to Come or whatever's just been on. Rosie looks really frustrated. She's so banging drumming her fingers on her thigh as if to say, come on, get on with it, but the ref can't get going until she's told to. And so still we wait. The rain's died off a bit, at least. And away we go. Wrexham now, having been much the better side in the first half, need to find the goal that would be a fair reward for what they've achieved. Here's Lily Jones on the halfway line. Immediately hassled Billingham as well to rob her. And now Billingham looks to drive forwards herself, lays her off into midfield. Walcott helps it onto the right, but there's too much on it, and Owen, despite her pace, can't get to that. Throw in to Wrexham. About 15 yards short of the halfway line, and Erin Lovett will take it. Lovett throws down the line. It's no nonsense clearance by Evans, straight back where it came from. Ooh, nearly hit somebody in the crowd then, didn't it?
Sorry, I thought it was going to hit that fan on the head then.
Yeah. I think it might have sort of bounced up and
I think it missed.
Just missed her nose, but she gave it a fright. Lovett throws it in. Taken well by Suckley, who pops it back to Sharp. And Sharp, in turn, goes back to Craven in goal. Cairns has shown a lot of energy in midfield, is demanding it, and picks her up between the centre-backs and is now looking on the right-hand side for options. She thinks it, looking to play Cara Jones in. It's intercepted, but given straight back to Cairns. Jones unlucky there, a little idea to flick it inside. Doesn't quite have the power on it, but it does find its way eventually. Jones pass inside to Lily Jones. Doesn't quite find the mark. Billingham challenged well in midfield by Rosie Hughes dropping off. Bit of a scrappy start to the half. Now it's Evans feeding it forwards. Poor touch by Billingham. Won back again by Lily Jones. Sharp. Wrexham looking to build from deep. But it's been such an impressive performance so far by Wrexham. Rosie Hughes dropping off and popping the back shirts, and Craven, well, was winding herself up to knock it long, but she's just sliced her out for the throw on the halfway line.
Clark, that one in defence, Mark.
See again?
Clark in defence. Craven in goal.
I would sing Craven. Oh, I've done it twice now. This is not good enough, is it? I tell you what. I'm old. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you for saying it off mic. It's pity I didn't hear it. I'll get it right eventually. Here's go, and a nice little touch in midfield by Gibbard. Love it. In her own half, was helped it quickly on to Suckley. And she immediately faces up to Owen and feeds a good early ball towards Hughes as he's offside. Couldn't quite bring her under control either. Eva Suckley always feels to me like, firstly, she's a player who is looking to do something. You know, she's not a keep the ball circulating player. She wants to play killer passes. But also, she's got an awful lot of ability as well. You should play in different positions. Here she is now, driving forwards, and Billingham nicks it off her, but can't keep control of it. Lily Jones driving across midfield, and just as Cara Jones cuts inside and asks for it to feast, Lily Jones didn't see that happen. But Suckley's a talent, I feel.
Yeah, and she's really young as well. She's not someone you want to mark in training. She's dangerous, she's creative, she's very fast, very good on the ball. I think the next couple of seasons for her will be big seasons, and we'll see a lot more of her.
Throw in taken. Bounces over Fuller's head, and that's a neat little touch, breaking down the left-hand side by Kernock, but Fuller stuck with her really well. Now it's Clark battling away in the corner flag. Cross comes in, but because of Clark's efforts, it's got no accuracy, and it goes straight to Craven. There you go, got them both the right way around then. I'm quite proud of myself.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Here now is Lovett, and she looks to play the difficult ball down the flank, looking for Suckley. Unlucky, not quite enough on it, but here Sharp will pick it up again. Wrexham getting to all those second balls. This time Sharp's pass is inaccurate, but well played. Lily Jones slides in. Yeah, she was trying to hook it around the corner, make the tackle and find Suckley. Didn't quite find her, but it was good work to at least break up Cardiff's chance to come forward. Here's Billingham, and Lily Jones is hassling her as well. Ball's knocked long. Great header by Suckley, who's hit off the ball. Thought the ref might have been able to play advantage there. She's really played advantage well, to be fair, thus far. But Lily Jones brought it down nicely, and Cairns was an acres of space in the centre circle. The ref stops play. Suckley's stayed down for a bit. She took a whack in the back, but she's up and okay. So a free kick with Sharp is over, just inside the Wrexham half. And again, Wrexham just looking to be patient and draw Cardiff out a bit as she goes back to the keeper. And Craven goes looking for the height of Suckley, flicks it on beautifully. Rosie Hughes now has got goal sides of a player and back heels to the edge of the area. Lily Jones drives in the box, hits it, didn't quite get hold of it though, and Bowen blocks it and then just hacks it away. Fuller under pressure, but in control. It's not very nice, draws two players to her and then feeds it into the Wrexham half, although it's a mishit pass by Clark. And now Cardiff are looking to drive forwards down the left-hand side. Kernock gets to the edge of the box. Good tackle by Sharp, stepping out, and she's found Cara Jones. Only Rosie Hughes ahead of her though. She's driving down the right, overhits it in the end. And once more, Cardiff can try to bring it forwards. No, they can't, because again, Cara Jones with that tireless work ethic has fed it back to Fuller, who wants to play it over the top for Hughes. It's a great idea. Hughes bursts down the right. Great ball. Players struggling to keep up with her though. Now two players arrive in the box. She sweeps in the cross, headed away at the near post. Second ball crucially won by Bowen, who again just hacks it away. And that's the sort of pressure they're under. Billingham tidies it up. And in the end, Owen goes back to Chamberlain, the keeper. But yeah, when you see good players like Cardiff's defenders like Bowen having to just launch it away, you know that we're putting them under a lot of pressure.
That was a great ball in behind. That's exactly where Rosie Hughes wants to be.
Yeah, it was terrific,
That's where
wasn't it?
she's most dangerous.
It's unfortunate that Cairns and Suckley couldn't quite keep up with her, and she had to hold her up, as that's a good header from the back by Lovett, and a good ball by Lily Jones again. Hughes helps it onto Gibbard, who pocks it inside. Jones now, it's 25 yards out, works it wide to the right. Cara Jones feeds the ball into the box. Good ball, Gibbard mishits a shot. Oh, it was a chance. It was awkward. It was rolling against her, across her, about 15 yards out. But it was a lovely move again by Wrexham, and she just didn't get the right contact. The finish is all we're lacking at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, just a small touch there would have taken it away from the goalkeeper. It's unlucky, but it's coming.
Yeah, it certainly feels that way, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Absolutely. Here now again is Bowen at the back. Wrexham holding a high line just back from the halfway line as Cardiff look to build on the right-hand side. Walklett, who's been very busy in midfield, really, I think, trying to fill the shoes of Seren Watkins, who was last year's player of the season for the whole division, but she's left. As Wrexham win the ball back again. Poor touch by Price. Cairns knocks it down the line, and Smith has it. And Cardiff again will build patiently. Once again, their wide wing backs are just trying to stretch the pitch. But Wrexham are keeping their shape well in midfield, not offering the easy passes, and in the end, they lose the ball as Suckley does ever so well to track Owen's run. Owen surely fouls her, nothing given. Lily Jones goes to ground, the free kick given that time. But that was just classic, wasn't it? We just patience, keep our shape, force them into a more ambitious pass, and then we close in on them.
Yeah, that was great defending by Suckley. I didn't think the ref was going to give her anything for a minute, but delayed reaction. She did give the free kick, and rightly so.
Like I said, she's been given good advantages, and then she didn't give the one that we really could have profited from. And I think she realised that, didn't she?
Yeah.
She thought, I'll let it roll for a minute before a stop play. But Wrexham on top, just as we were in the first half here, monopolising possession, dragging Cardiff around. It's Clark into midfield. Ball just got away from Rosie Hughes. And it's a long-range shot from a heck of a long way out. And frankly, Craven wasn't off her line to begin with, I didn't think. So just a bit of fielding for her. And Wrexham can start again. As even Derbyshire, I'd be getting very frustrated at things like that. Because they're losing the ball. They're so sloppy in possession compared to what you expect from Cardiff. And then to do that, it wasn't really on.
Yeah, I think a shot from that range is happy days for us.
Yeah. Smacked of desperation, didn't it? Bit of an unlucky ricochet there, but Clark is comfortable as she gets back and feeds it to Craven. She clears into midfield. Cardiff have it back and help it on towards the edge of the area. And they've got a free kick in the shooting position as well. I was sort of glad the ref didn't play advantage then, because Katie Sharp missed her clearance and there was half a chance that Billingham might have got in. But as it is, it's a dangerous position. Once again, the free kick's a bit further back than I thought it should have been. I'm happy on this occasion, mind.
Yeah, it still looks like a dangerous position.
Absolutely. Left of centre, but that just gives a nice angle to the shot. And again, Wrexham have a three-player wall. So, moments of fret for Wrexham. Referee gives the go-aheads. And it's drilled over the wall and in! Oh, and against the run of play again. Price with a tremendous right-footed free kick over the wall. And at full stretch, Craven just couldn't reach it. Goodness me. Again, against the run of play. But we've just got to respond and keep playing the way we've been playing, haven't we? Unbelievable, that. Great quality from Price, it's got to be said. But yeah, we just have now to put that behind us, keep playing, because as you said, the goal was coming. Keep the same levels.
We need to regroup very quickly. That was against the run of play, in my opinion, but that's what Cardiff City are capable of. They got a free kick in a dangerous position. Fionn Price has taken a very good free kick up and over the wall, and I think it was in top corner. I do have a post in my way, but that's what it looked like.
It was. Sorry. We should have relocated, shouldn't we? Yeah, it was a wonderful free kick, and that's the problem. Of course, you play a team like Cardiff, you can outplay them, but they've got that bit of quality to just somebody can come up with something. But we've looked a better side, and we just need to keep doing that. As here's Fuller now on the halfway line, feeding it back inside to Sharp. And Wrexham certainly looking to continue in the same manner. Ref stop play. Fuller seems unhappy about something. Cardiff player's gone down right in front of their dugout. The ref's just stopping play, isn't she? I don't think she's given a foul.
I think the ref might have signalled a head injury there.
Yeah. It's Colley who's gone down. Fuller certainly was by her, was gesticulating as if to say, I didn't do anything. But yeah, she's up and okay now, it looks like.
This will just give Wrexham a minute or two just to gather their thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. And just reflect as well on the fact that, yeah, we've played so well. There's nothing wrong with how we're going about this. We can see the great goal from a set piece, but we just got to keep going and have the same standards that we had in the first half. So the game restarts, and immediately Wrexham are feeding it into midfield. Cairns is forced back into her own half. Fed forwards, nice layoff by Cara Jones, and a good ball again, a nice triangle. Now Lily Jones skins one player, bursting down the flank. That's great play. Sweeps in an early cross, flicked behind for the corner. Oh, goal kick given. Great burst by Lily Jones. Wrexham can't believe it's not a corner. It was a good ball into the near post, and looks to me like Bowen had got the final touch, but good response that.
Yeah, Wrexham seem to be getting in with that one-touch football at the moment.
Yeah, those little, like I said, that back through passes, movements are really causing Cardiff issues, especially when Lily Jones is driving on. Oh, Diane from Maine has got her tickets for the game at the racecourse on the 29th against Swansea. She's excited. She'll be coming over. It'll be her best birthday ever. Excellent. Nice one. Well, we'll have to catch up with each other and chew the fat. Now I'm retired, I can just lounge around and do whatever I want whenever I want. It's beautiful. Cardiff are moving it around on the edge of the area. Rosie's working hard. Driven over the top. That's a good idea for Kernock. That is Katie Sharp. Very calm. Just beats her to it. Craven tries to feed a return pass. Puts her out for a throw by the corner flag. Yeah, she's trying to do the right thing, doesn't she? So Cardiff with the throw. I'll say right by the corner flag, right hand side. It's an awkward one to take, and the referee, I'm not sure what she saw there.
I'm not too sure what happened. Is it a free kick?
It's a free kick to Wrexham. You can't be offside from a throw-in. I didn't see anything else it could be, but you can't be, can you? Did it hit her hand?
Handball.
Fair enough. Well, in that case, bit harsh, but I'll take it. So Wrexham with the free kick, and it's driven long to the halfway line and will bounce out for a throw to Cardiff in the halfway line, right hand side. Referees just stopping play because there's going to be a substitution, and Rosie Hughes is going to make way. She's worked exceptionally hard, but the ball's just not really bounced for her in the danger area, has it?
I think she'll be disappointed that she hasn't had a goal scoring opportunity today, but she's worked incredibly hard off the ball. She's done a great job for the team. I imagine that'll be a precautionary measure, given that she's on a yellow card.
Yeah, that's true.
But she has done a really good job for the team off the ball today.
And on comes Amber Lightfoot, so there's a dangerous prospect for Cardiff. She's going to slot in on this left-sided position, and Ava Suckley is going to step up and play up front. Cardiff playing out now from the back. Bowen helping it across, and Evans again, they're being very patient. Back to Chamberlain. They've managed to grab that lead. They need to cling on to it. Evans once more. He's got options down the line. Owen is ready to charge down the flank, but Evans again decides to go back to the keeper, and it's sensible, isn't it? Just take a bit of sting out the play. Wrexham have been setting the tempo, so Cardiff quite happy here just to move it around. Suckley's just stepped up now, looking to get into the passing channels, but she can't do much on her own. She's just pointing, asking if she can have reinforcements perhaps. Cardiff in the end do feed it into a crowded midfield, and Wrexham starts to put pressure on. Back to Chamberlain again, just slowing down the pace of the game again. This is Evans driving it over the top, and finally they see the possibility to play Keowen. Craven comes out to the edge of the area though, puts it out of play. Good work by the keeper. That's what they're looking to do, isn't it? Slow things down, and then if we get impetuous and step up a bit, they can try and strike us. Here they're trying to drive forwards on the edge of the box. Lightfoot's defending well here and forcing Keogh to go backwards. They go back in the end to the halfway line. Evans takes a touch and rather pulls a ball in towards the edge of the area. Lily Jones fighting for it, wins it back, and now Cara Jones again with a good ball. Gibbons was thinking about playing the early one over the top for Suckley, doesn't, but Fuller will play it. Too much on that. And it'll go through to Chamberlain. Yeah, just need to get a bit of rhythm back now, don't we, after that little pause in play after the substitution. As out comes Evans once more, and again Cardiff look like they're going to just slow things down again with that. Short passing at the back. This time Suckley is stepping up and again saying to the midfielders, come and step up onto the players that are about 30 yards out from from Cardiff's goal. Cardiff in the end find Keogh on the right. Nice footwork by Herb. Lightfoot gets a good throw in. Yeah, I agree. And before they can restart, Cardiff are going to make a change. And I think it's going to be Keogh who comes off. Oh, yeah. I just looked across then, and the number 8's on the board. Yeah, Fiona Barry is going to come on to make her debut for them. I saw the number 8 for Wrexham Gaines walking across, and I thought, hang on a second, which side's bringing someone on? But yeah, Barry will come on for Keogh. Barry's an attacking midfielder, can play up front. And she is going to go into a sort of second line position. It's a throw in then, which Owen will take 30 yards out from Wrexham's goal. Fuller Lovett gets across, another throw in, this time about 20 yards out. Owen back to Billingham. And Billingham takes a touch. It's a little bit crowded in there. She rolls it forwards and the substitute immediately gives the ball away, Barry, but it's won back well by Billingham. Drives towards the corner of the box. It's a good tackle by Cairns. Billingham went down spectacularly, wanting the foul. Then nice feet by Lightfoot, but she gives it away. Walklet's feeding edge of the area. Return pass isn't the worst idea by Colley, but it's well read by Lily Jones. Cara Jones feeding it back to Craven, who gets good contact on that clearance, puts it out of play for a throw in midfield. Yeah, we've just gone a bit bitty now, haven't we? We just need to start getting that ball down and moving it out from the back again, don't we?
We do. There was some great defending from the girls then. We just need to get our confidence back up here. Cardiff have gone very confident since that goal.
You're throwing then to them. Naturally, they take a bit of time over it. It's fed backwards by Barry, and the cross comes in. It's a nasty one as well, but it's just beyond the reach of Kernock, and Craven's able to take it comfortably. Lovett did well, and I thought it was to stay tight with Kernock and make it difficult for her to get on the end of that.
Yeah, it was a dangerous ball, and that's a very difficult one to defend.
That's a nice ball around the corner by Lily Jones, and it's driven over the top, but Clark again's put a bit too much on that. Straight through to Chamberlain, and the refs again stop play. Again, I'm not seeing
shin
it.
pad?
Oh, it is. She was having trouble. It's Barry, the sub, has just come on, and shin pad flew straight out the moment she ran on the pitch, and she had to stop, put it back in.
I'm confused. I don't know how that happens.
It looks like it's one of those, those shin pads that's somehow illegal for people who don't like shin pads, and they're about 2 inches high. It looks like one of those, but yeah, it's clearly too small to stay attached. She's back on the pitch now. I don't get why those are allowed, really. If you have to wear shin pads, wearing shin pads that only cover about a tenth of your shin. Oh, it's good pressure on the edge of the area by Wrexham, and lovely play by Billingham to turn away from Gibbard and Cairns. She's got it back now in the centre of the pitch. She has a good game from a deep position, Billingham, and she's played a terrific ball out wide to the goal scorer Price, who's accelerating into the box now. Feeds the ball into the goal mouth, and Sharp did well. It was fed into the path of Colley. She couldn't quite reach it. Sharp put it behind. Barry's allowed back on now. Of course, she wasn't allowed back on because of her leaving the pitch for that. And it's a corner to Cardiff.
They've gone from one end to the pitch to the other very quickly there, and that's something Wrexham need to be very mindful of.
Yeah, it was lovely build-up play. Good defending by Sharp under her own crossbar. Ball comes into dead 6-yard box into a crowd. That's a really powerful header away. And now, can Wrexham break? Ball's chased down by Cairns on the left-hand side. There's no shape at the back for Cardiff. They're getting players back now. Cairns plays the ball in, and it's intercepted and brought forwards by Evans. Heavy touch, lovely touch by Cara Jones, unlucky. It just goes away from it. And now Cardiff knock it over the top. And it's too powerful. Throw to Wrexham, level the edge of the box. Ironically, when Cairns brought it down there, Cardiff were in such a mess at the back trying to retreat that the hoof over the top that you don't want to do would have been perfect, because Suckley was just all around in the centre circle. She was in her own half, but there was no defender goal side of it. And now chance for diagonal for Fuller, and she looks to play it for Lightfoot. It's a nice idea, and Owen makes an important interception. She read that well. She's not she's quick, I think, Owen, when she gets going. But she hadn't then, but she just managed to get there. As Cairns goes up, and referee shakes her head as Wrexham claim a foul. Cairns tries to snap in with the tackle, but Cardiff retain the ball, and they've got runners coming. They've got an overload on the left-hand side. The dangerous Price once more. She's drawing Clark out from the middle. Sweeps an early cross, too early though, and there's no chance for Kernock to get there. We look a little bit more open in the last couple of minutes, haven't we, down the sides, as we're maybe taking little risks to try and get at Cardiff.
Yeah, it's been very much end-to-end the last few minutes. I thought Wrexham were very composed first half. That goal does seem to have knocked them a little bit.
Yeah, we're just not quite getting that control of possession which we had until the goal, as Cara Jones takes the throw, but the referee again has stopped her. Told her to go back quite a long way, to be fair. So Jones with the ball in her hands. Cairns offers short. She's been very busy, Cairns, trying to get involved all the time. Cardiff win the ball back though, but good pressure by Cara Jones forces a poor touch from Price, throwing just inside the Wrexham half, right hand side, thrown down the line, and Price nods it square and finds Evans. I think that was more luck than judgment, to be honest. The crowd are really urging Wrexham on as Chamberlain knocks it long, goes over the head of Barry. Love it, good work, gets tight to her first opponent, then wins a tackle, and Lightfoot, lovely change of feet, comes inside. Lily Jones put under pressure and robbed in the end by Billingham, but nice. Billingham rather leaves it, and Lily Jones wins it brilliantly. Lightfoot, strong tackle but fair, but it's tackled. Gibbons, edge of the area, can he get a shot in? She switches a good ball out to Cairns on the right side of the box, who hits it, beg your pardon, Suckley puts it over. But like I was saying before, there's great pressure by Wrexham, and Suckley will not hesitate. She'll take a touch and hit it, and that's what you want maybe in this situation, even if that time it was too high. She's always going to set herself anywhere around 20-25 yards and launch it. As Wrexham are making a double change, Mary Gibbert and Suckley are coming off. So coming on is Abby Iddendon for a debut. And is that Rebecca Pritchard coming on the right, I think, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pritchard on the right now, Iddendon up front. Cara Jones has come inside now, Pritchard's there, so two up front now for Wrexham. And it's not quite kitchen sink throwing time, but that's a major attacking move by Steve Dale as he tries to get back into the game. Cardiff restart then. They've been attacking progressive changes. Iddendon making her debut now up top as Cardiff go over the top again. Owen now bursting down the right hand side, has two players in the box to aim for, puts in too strong a ball, but it'll be retrieved on the edge of the area by Billingham once more. Feeds it back, and the long range shot by Price this time is not great. It bounces on the top of the outside broadcast vans parked in the car park. That's a decent effort, putting it over the fence behind the goal. That's not bad, is it? Short goal kick then. Love it. Feeding it out to the feet of Lightfoot. Takes a touch deep in her own half. And then rolls it inside. And Wrexham just looking to have a bit more of a tidy shape as Lovett rides a tackle well. Driving through the middle. She plays a tremendous ball to Cairns on the left. Iddington's unmarked in the middle. Oh, unlucky. She tried to play her in first time. It was the right idea. And fair play to Evans. She got herself in between the two of them and put it out for a throw by the corner flag. It's more like it though. Starting to get at them. Lightfoot has got Lovett offering short. Throw by the corner flag. Iddington offers and receives it and cushions it back. Just too much on that though. Throw into Cardiff by the corner flag. In fact, it's a goal kick. And again, Cardiff, understandably, are going to run the clock down. Chamberlain looks like she's having a little walk in the park and isn't going to take it after all. Evans to take. Rolls it to her keeper. Wrexham looks to put pressure on her, so she goes long and gives it away. It's well intercepted by Lily Jones, and Wrexham continue to drive forwards. The ball spreads at the edge of the box. Good touch by Lightfoot, under pressure, cuts inside, forced away from goal in the end. But Lily Jones claims it back and reverts it onto Cairns, who doesn't get a shout and is dispossessed. Cardiff with a chance to break now down the right-hand side. Koenig's asking for it and receives it. Lovett steps in. And just holds her up. It's fed into the hole. Billingham turns well, helps her on nicely as well. And an attempt to play a through ball is thwarted by a combination of Craven being really quick off her line and Sharp, who was just covering Koenig to stop her getting in there. We're going to have to take a few risks and maybe survive a few scrapes as we try and create more chances, but this game is still alive. Sharp spreads it out 1-0 to Cardiff, but Wrexham dominant until we conceded and now starting to get some momentum going. Here's Sharp in the centre circle, sweeping it across. Cairns quickly helps her on to Rebecca Pritchard, her first touch of the game. She's taken on Price, swings in across, too close to the keeper, in fact, goes behind. But we've sped up our play. We are getting at them a bit more. And yeah, Cardiff once more are starting to find they're in a game here. Goal kick is hit long by Smith. Flicked on. And it will go for a throw to Wrexham just inside their own half. Right hand side. Quickly taken by Clark. Return ball isn't great from Cairns, but Clark kept her in and found Iddenden, who turns nicely. Good tackle there. But then Wrexham tried to break Pritchard. A great interception. Burst down the right hand side. Sweeps in the cross. And Cairns can't quite get there. Lily Jones does on the edge of the box. Can't set herself up for a shot. That's a good ball to Iddenden, who turns nicely. Tight angle. She hits the goal line. She'll have to come back and look for a teammate. She tries to scoop it in. Hits a defender. Fuller keeps the ball alive. Pritchard with an early left-footed cross. She's mishit it, but it'll be retrieved by Lightfoot. Cutting inside. She picks out Cairns. Long-range shot is a good hit. Great save. Oh! Brilliant save by Chamberlain. Great strike by Cairns from a good 25 yards out. That was so close.
That was so close, I was out my seat.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What a hit that was. Corner then to Wrexham, really knocking on the door here now. Lily Jones will take it.
We look very dangerous. It's very much an open game now. The girls just need to make sure they defend and keep tackling like they do.
It's so open, isn't it, now? So we've got about just over 10 minutes left. Lily Jones feeds it in short, and there's space here for Iddenden. She turns, hits the shot, it's blocked. Shot comes in again, and it's blocked. Cairns that time. Put back into the box and hacked clear. Anywhere will do for Billingham. Lovett launches it into the box first time. Chamberlain against the Fuller. It drops loose, and the keeper grabs it at the second attempt. And the ref may stop play because she clattered into Fuller. I mean, I guess it's the optimist in me trying to make a case for a penalty there, isn't it? But yeah, Chamberlain, like I say, isn't big, but she does not fear the ball into the air, to be fair to her. And for a moment, I thought Fuller was going to get there above her and knock it in.
Yeah, she was very close. Yeah.
Good aggressive play by Chamberlain to come out. And the referee did well, I think, just to stop play to make sure Fuller was okay. And now we restart with a drop ball. Chamberlain throws the ball out wide to the right-hand side. Evans has got Owen going short, but she wants to go long, and Lovett wins a good header. The crowd appreciate that. Cara Jones as well works it inside Iddenden, who's looking dangerous. Can't take on an opponent player, but Lily Jones, that's a nice idea. Unlucky. Good defending by Price, who just intercepts as Pritchard tried to run in behind her. It's a poor pass by Price. Sharp, though, will be kept honest by Colley, and she does well, gets across. Back again to Craven. Wrexham with 10 minutes left, trailing by 1 goal, but finding an aggressive rhythm here. Cairns looks to turn away and does well. She's run into trouble though. Throwing to Cardiff. fair play to Cairns though. She's just been non-stop, hasn't she? She wants that ball and she wants to make differences.
Yeah, she's been everywhere this afternoon.
Throwing again. The change in tempo in Cardiff gases. And actually,
they're just trying to take the sting out of the game at every occasion.
Price eventually will take. Throws down the line. And it's held up until good work by Pritchard, who wins that well and is taken out late. Yeah, again, ref looked to see where the ball went and has pulled it back. Free kick. Yellow card, in fact, as well. I think that was Collie, I think. But yeah, it was a bit of a lunging challenge. I was about to say, you know, bearing in mind what Rosie Hughes got booked for, where the card's gone in the second half. But to be fair, the ref got it right there. I think she's reffed the game well, apart from that Rosie Hughes yellow. And you know, I don't like saying nice things about referees. I really don't. But to be fair, she's been solid. As Wrexham take a short free kick. Sharp loops the ball over to the left-hand side. Pirlo to Maldini. Erin Lovis feeds it in between the lines. Iddenden tries to turn, but telegraphed her a bit. Good interception. Well read by Evans, and now they switch early, but intercepted by Clark, who comes driving forwards with purpose. Good ball out to the right-hand side. Pritchard's got runners down the flank, and she sees it and plays the first-time ball. Cara Jones chasing, forces a throw-in, level the edge of the area. Jenkins has gone down and stayed down. After that, there was no contact on it. I think it might just be a case of trying to run the game down a little bit. She's back up again now. So Wrexham with the throw. Thrown in towards the near post and flicked by a defender behind for another corner. Lily Jones is already signalling as he goes up to take it to tell her teammates what to expect. Man, this has been another good performance against the best of opposition. Can Wrexham get the goal they deserve? An away swinger from Lily Jones. Again, Cardiff have everyone defending. Jones puts it in towards. She's put it as play. That's a shame, isn't it? Thin line between getting it wrong and putting something perfect in.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Lily Jones will be gutted about that one.
So another chance for Cardiff to run down the clock. Evans on the free kick. And on my watch, about 8 minutes left. The ball's not into midfield. Barry must control. Lily Jones there again. Hooks it wide, looking for Pritchard. Intercepted though by Billingham, who does really well to ride a challenge, and she's surging forwards until Clark, off balance, manages to put her foot in. Pritchard of a challenge, throw into Cardiff inside the Wrexham half, about 10 yards in, and Price go across. Yeah, the crowd have been good today. They've really got behind the team, and both team and crowd deserve something out of this match as the throw-in comes to nothing. And now Wrexham can build from the back once more with Clark. They haven't... The one downside for me in the last few minutes is just not quite getting enough to Cara Jones and Iddenden now that they're up front. Our approach play has improved a lot. Pritchard back towards the edge of the area, Sharp. Bit of an awkward touch, but she's still in control. Clark again goes back to Craven, and Lovett's immediately offering on the left-hand side and receives it. And she's got a lot of space to come forwards into. Lightfoot is pinning Owen back. She clips it over the top. That's unlucky. Cairns just ran down the wrong channel there. Billingham hooks it away again for a throw-in. They're struggling to retain possession, Cardiff, aren't they? Now that we're heightened tempo. So, Lovis throws down the line. Good flick on by Iddenden. 524. An excellent crowd for the first game of the season, especially with it being on live coverage. And it's a goal kick to Wrexham. Can we dig in and find that chance? It's Craven with the goal kick then. She's got the short options. And will spot it up and go long in the end, understandably. Right-footed, steps up, hits it towards the halfway line. Cara Jones isn't able to challenge, but Owen misheads it. Throw to Wrexham, and Langford's quickly on there. Iddenden's offering. Lightfoot looks inside instead, looking for Cara Jones. Good foot in by Evans. Fuller tries to help it on. Good foot in by Cairns, but it's cleared dangerously, and now Colley is trying to run between them. She's one-on-one with the keeper. Can she wrap it up? Yes, she can. And well, that's cruel. But Sharp and Clark just got in a bit of a knot as they look to deal with that. And one-on-one with Clark. Colley did well just to sit her down and lift it over her. The keeper got a bit of a hand to it, but couldn't quite repel it. And well, it's a familiar situation because that's rotten luck on us who've done so well in this game. I mean, the first goal's a stroke of genius. The second one is just, we've overcommitted a bit, but still the crowd are getting behind them.
You give Cardiff City half a chance, they will take it, and that is what they've done this afternoon. I'm gutted for the girls because they've played unbelievably, and they absolutely deserve something out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Fuller from the restart, going long towards the edge of the area. Headed away powerfully by Evans. Had a good second half. Now Lily Jones steps in and wins it back from Billingham. She's been driving forwards all game. She looks for Iddenden. Jenkins away this time. Won back by Cairns, 30 yards out. Tries a little drag back. Can't manage it, but she holds on to possession again. And it's fed to Lovett, who works it into the hole. Helped on nicely by Jones, but unluckily just didn't quite get enough on it to find Iddenden in a dangerous position on the edge of the box. So, Cardiff coming out again. Right-footed drive forwards is a bit of a nothing ball, but they've got that 2-goal lead now. Craven coming out of the box, looking to make use of it. She's got Lovett down the flank, but instead goes long, looking for Cara Jones. Good defending again, Jenkins just stepping in ahead of her, throw-in, which will be 15 yards into Wrexham's half. Lovett takes it quickly. Sharp squares it on. Now here is Clark driving up towards the halfway line. Hits it right-footed, clipping it over the top, headed away comfortably by Bowen. Billingham runs into trouble but gets away with it, and it's smashed clear again. And once more, Colley is willing to chase this. Clark is there, miscontrols it. Colley brings it down in the left flank. She may look to take us the corner flag by the looks of it, and she holds off Clark's efforts to rob her, but the ball is won back. And now again Craven, the keeper, bringing the ball out from the back, knocks it long. Cara Jones flicks it on well. Iddenden now trying to sprint in behind, looks to shove the defender, nothing given, but she's lost possession and the ball is cleared into the Wrexham half. Clark does well to nudge it. Good control on that pass to Cairns. Now Clark's got it back and quickly sweeps it over to Pritchard in a bit of space. Iddenden wants the ball in behind and she gets it. Iddenden now, 2 players attacking the 6-yard box. She feeds it in flat though, and as a result Bowen can get there first and put it out of play. We're really pushing on here, aren't we, to try and drag a goal back.
We are. The girls have done incredibly well today, and I hope they get something out of this. How long have we got left?
Oh, it's only about 5, well, less than that, I think, more like 2 or 3.
Okay.
So, time running out, but we're still pushing. Cairns drills a meaningful ball into the box. Lightfoot can't quite bet there. Lily Jones looks to tackle and fouls Billingham. Another good advantage by the referee, because now there's a chance to break down the right-hand side. Snuffed out brilliantly by Lovett. Hell of a tackle, and she gets to the ball and drives forwards. Feet is to the feet of Iddenden. He treads on it a bit, but still turns and manages to sidestep Bowen. Cairns now is tripped just as she was looking to switch, and the referee gives that one again. Let the play flow and then gave it. And Wrexham, well, it is kitchen sink time now, isn't it? Let's be honest, they're going to launch this in here.
That was a brilliant interception from Erin here at left back.
She's done ever so well, hasn't she? I mean,
yeah, there's been 2 or 3 players today that have been really, really strong for Wrexham.
I think he's one of them. Fuller squaring at Cairns now. He's going to have a long-range shot. Strikes it pretty well, but not on target. And Chamberlain is able to watch it go wide to the left post. Yeah, frustration for Wrexham. But again, that Cardiff quality has told, as Bowen is really slow to spot this ball up. Hits it right-footed through the middle. Pritchard jumps. Got a nudge, did she? Well, the ref has been consistent in allowing that sort of physical contact, and play goes on. Colley's chasing this, but Sharp plays the back pass. And Craven pops it back to Sharp, and Wrexham will start from the back once more. A ball down the line. It's nicely disguised little pass inside. Wrexham keeping the ball moving nicely through the thirds. Nice layoff by Edendon, is it? No, just a little bit too much on it. You can see glimpses of what Edendon brings to the table, but I think coming on in a high-tempo game like this, it's been quite hard to quite get into the tempo of the game. She's unlucky. She's had a moment throwing to Cardiff. They throw down the line. It's smashed back where it came from. Wrexham scrapping for a loose ball. Cara Jones can't quite get to it, but a mistake by Owen. Let's Lightfoot in. Down the left. She's got no real sight of any teammates, but she skips past Owen well. Tries to cut back inside. Just robbed. She tried to block the clearance as well. Couldn't quite manage it. Unlucky, persistent play that by Lightfoot. Sharp as well to get to a 50-50. Now then Fuller feeding an early ball. It's a good ball towards Lightfoot. She'll hit the goal line. 3 players attacking the penalty area. She doesn't play it immediately. Lovett's made a good run, and Lightfoot plays a lovely ball to her edge of the area. She squares it neatly. Cairns now, will she get the shot off? Lays her off. Shot killed round the keeper, but just wide by Pritchard. Oh, again, good effort, but we've just come so close so many times without managing to beat the keeper.
Once again, really nice play. Just don't have that final touch.
You know, we were moving it from left to right. The crowd are desperate for a shot, but I think each pass was the right choice.
Yeah, it was just going a little bit too far wide for each player, wasn't it?
Exactly. And then Pritchard.
Finer details.
Exactly so.
Something easy to work on.
Oh yeah, this is a performance which has lots of promise as Chamberlain knocks it long. Fuller playing in midfield now, wins it. Lightfoot brings that down beautifully. Fouled surely by Owen. Nothing given. Driven over the top. Sharp will get there first under pressure and goes back to Craven. Barry, the substitute, keeps chasing. Here's Sharp now coming out from the edge of the box. Barry pursuing her. Sharp, good ball to Lightfoot, who flicks it on nicely. Now then, it's pursued by Cara Jones, and that's great pace to beat her to it. Shannon Evans, if you're going to beat Cara Jones to it in that position, you must be fast. She throws it in, but foot off the ground. Cara Jones trying to take a quick throw.
Just a bit too quick.
Yeah, it's a shame. Foul throwing. See why she did that. We had players attacking the box, but...
Yeah, number 14 for Cardiff City. She's picked up nearly everything today.
Yeah. She's been brilliant, hasn't she? Shannon Evans, a new signing, come back to them. And yeah, she reads the game so well, doesn't she? Throw-in taken, goes out. I mean, of course, Siobhan Walsh, she was such a legend for Cardiff, retired after the Welsh Cup final last season. As Wrexham were unhappy, they thought a throw-in should have gone their way, but it didn't. But they've brought Hughes back in, and she's been class at the back. Throw-in taken, bounces over Lovett, who went in hard on that one. And Lovett again tries to hug it over her shoulder. Nearly gives Barry a face full of studs. Doesn't. Billingham's done well in a tight area, and the ref again was playing advantage, yeah. Billingham was getting nibbled at. Well, everybody was really in that situation. Free kick to Cardiff, and they can again slow this game down. 2 added minutes to play. It's been a really impressive performance by Wrexham as the ball is swept in towards the edge of the area. Bit of a misheader clear by Cairns. So Barry has it on the left flank. 2 Wrexham players to her. Good interception that. And Lily Jones, still full of energy, drills a great ball down the right. But Chamberlain's starting position was really advanced. She was a good 25 yards out from her goal, so she gets there first. She read that situation terrifically well. Quick throw in. Sharp comes forwards again to the halfway line. Wrexham have just kept going to the end. Pritchard pops it nicely inside. Lily Jones helps it on. It's a good challenge by Price, and she's won a free kick. She stood firm there as the Wrexham players were coming in at her. And the game inevitably is going against us now, and time's run out, but wow. I was thrilled with that Welsh Cup final performance, and this feels like a step up, perhaps again from that, despite the fact it's the same scoreline. Free kick driven long, and physical contact by Clark, referee penalises. Barry did well to get a body between defender and the ball and just draw the contact there.
Yeah, just a bit of frustration from us at the moment.
So a free kick left-hand side, about 40 yards out. Cardiff leave 3 players back. 4 players back to mark 1, which tells you the state of the game. As Owen stands on it, signals and sweeps it in with height, and Craven takes that comfortably, and she'll release early. Idden Jones are up the pitch, but that is the final whistle. Wrexham lose 2-0 at home to Cardiff, but Phoebe, I think when you see this standing ovation, I think that tells you how the match went, doesn't it?
We performed incredibly well today. I'm gutted for the girls not to get a result out of that. They'll be devastated. But we've got to try and take some positives. We've got lots to build on. We just need to have that edge now. Same story as the cup final, like you said before, but we need to start finishing these chances. Cardiff City have had a few half chances, taken 2 of them, and that's how champions win leagues.
Exactly so. I mean, it's got to be said, the story of the game is Wrexham dominated the first half. Closest we came to a goal was a ball across the face of goal by Gibbard. Cara Jones just beaten to it, about a yard out from a complete open goal. It was good defending, but cruel for Wrexham. Second half, Wrexham started well again. Chamberlain had to make a great save from a blockbuster by Cairns, but then totally against run of play. Fionn Price doing, as Phoebe said, what champions do. A free kick 25 yards out, left of centre, brilliant contact with the right foot to curl it into the top corner, absolutely unsavable. And well, it took the wind out of Wrexham's sails for a bit, but Steve Dale made changes. It breathed life into Wrexham. We went 2 up front, and we started knocking on the door and forcing Cardiff back again. But unfortunately, it was the prolific Colley who capitalised at the back after a long ball forward to cause the problem for Clark and Sharp, and slotted in that second goal. Wrexham kept going to the final whistle, and again, the applause that they are getting, they fully deserve. That was a tremendous performance by them. They dug in, and once again, 2 games in a row, they've outplayed Cardiff, the best team in the division by far. We're not far off catching them. I'm telling you, it's coming, and it could be this season. We may have lost the first game of the season, but there are so many good performances out there, and yeah, absolutely tremendous stuff. Really, really good battling performance and quality as well from a team that keeps on improving. And Cardiff, if they know anything, they know they've got one hell of a fight on their hands this season. This Wrexham side has once again shown its quality. I was looking forward to this game. I was looking forward to this season. And I'll be honest, Phoebe, what I've seen has not made me feel any different. We're coming for them, aren't we? Let's be honest.
Yeah, Cardiff City leave the rock once again, knowing they've got away with 1. We just need to learn to make our chances count. We're getting there. We're building. The confidence that we showed today, we played some great football, just so relaxed at the back to the keeper, back to the centre half, so relaxed. And I think that's something that we lacked last season, and we're doing it already this season. We'll only get better. They know they got away with 1 today, same as the cup final, but they took their chances. We'll get there. Yeah,
exactly. The one little wrinkle for us is that, considering how well we played, we maybe didn't make enough clear-cut chances, but on another day, some of those shots would have gone in, and we were playing, to be fair, against a defence that played like champions. I mean, I thought all their defenders were terrific, and, you know, let's be honest, for much of the season, Cardiff defenders will be stepping into midfield and enjoying themselves, but today they had to suffer to get the clean sheet, and I think that's another fantastic sign of where we're at the moment.
I've got to say, as a fellow defender, Cardiff City's defence today were a class act, experienced when they needed to be, and just took the sting out of the game, coped with our attackers quite well.
Well,
sorry, I'm a bit disappointed, but
quite right, aren't we all?
But yeah, I'm feeling positive.
Yeah,
positive,
absolutely.
We'll be fine.
Well, I was going to say anyway, I think you need to go down there and tell them just how well they played anyway. But can I say, it was an absolute privilege commentating with you. Thank you so much. You'll always be welcome, although obviously I'd rather you on the pitch, to be perfectly frank. No offence. But wow, what a brilliant debut by you. It was a real pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I've had a great time. Thanks,
nice
Mark.
one.
Appreciate it.
The only downside is that level of volume. We're going to have to do something about that, aren't we? It was deafening.
Did everyone say they couldn't hear me?
Yeah, because of the noise coming through those loudspeakers.
Yeah,
Not your volume, that. Yeah, I'm off to get my ears syringed. But Phoebe.
Yeah, I'm going to leave the nightclub now.
Yeah, exactly so. Yeah, absolutely. That was a brilliant experience doing this with you. Thank you so much. And a performance to be proud of, even in defeat. We're on the right lines, aren't we? Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Hopefully next one will be a win.
Yeah, absolutely. So will. A final score then. Disappointing, but full of promise. Wrexham 0, Cardiff City 2. We've been Phoebe Davies and Mark Griffiths from Wrexham AFC.